Welcome to the Determined Mom Show, the only marketing podcast dedicated to guiding mom CEOs into tranquility, wealth, and multiplying those precious moments. Welcome to episode number 71 of the Determined Mom Show. Today we are going to talk about Google My Business, different lessons and tips. I've been appearing on a lot of podcasts as a guest lately talking about Google My Business. And one thing that I've really noticed is that it's being completely underutilized, which I already knew, but there are certain industries where it is absolutely paramount. And I appeared on This Week in Weddings podcast with Kimberly and Annie, and it was so much fun. But something that has come out of it is that a lot of wedding professionals have not been using it to its fullest capabilities, and they're losing out on thousands of dollars of revenue. So I want to make sure that you understand the importance of Google My Business and why it is actually more important than your website right now, because Google is basically displaying Google My Business listings in the top 3 results. So if you Google anything right now that is a business, most likely you are going to find that the first thing that pops up is the snack pack, which is the first 3 Google My Business listings that Google suggests for your area and for that particular service. So if you're not in that top 3, guess how much visibility you have on the internet? Very, very little. And if you have hired someone to do your SEO and you're doing traditional SEO to try to get ranking in the organic listings, those listings show up way down below the Google My Business listings and below the ads. So if you're paying thousands of dollars a month for SEO, you may want to reconsider and just focus on your Google My Business listing and really taking care of it, nurturing it, treating it like your baby. It's also more important than social media right now, depending on your industry. And basically, there's no reason for you to not be on it. So, can you be on it if you work from home? You certainly can. So I have a listing, 2 listings actually, for my 2 different businesses, and I work from home. So I basically set it up as I do not serve customers at my location. So super easy. And you can set your service areas. You can set up to 16 service areas on your profile. And it's just such an easy thing to do, such a powerful thing to do. And the results that I am seeing from my customers are just astounding, going from 600 views a month to over 4,000. Can you imagine having 4,000 eyes on your business that you would not have normally had? That is very, very powerful. And actually, I think that particular client that I'm talking about is up to probably about 6,000, which is amazing. She's a wedding photographer. And not necessarily a wedding photographer. She's a photographer, and she does all kinds of events and things, and portraits, headshots, boudoir, wedding. She's kind of like a general all-encompassing photographer. And if someone can rank in a general photography niche, then if you are a wedding photographer, if you are a headshot photographer, if you have any kind of specific industry that people search for, you will definitely be able to rank. So very important to be on Google My Business. So if you're not, the first thing you should do as you're listening to this or after you listen to it is to go to business.google.com and search your business name and see if you already have a listing. If you have a brick and mortar store, most likely Google has already created a listing for you. So you want to find that listing and claim it. And if you don't find a listing with your business name, that means that you need to create one from scratch. So go do that now. And there's no way that it's not worth your time. I can guarantee you that. And also, that leads me to the next thing. I have recently started a Google My Business live training. So if you are an organization that helps business owners, or you have any type of influence over business owners, then you can schedule a live training. And this live training will encompass everything that is in my Google My Business master course. and it will teach you absolutely everything that you need to do in order to start ranking on Google with Google My Business. There's a little nuances that are not necessarily widely known, but those things are what can help you to get into that top 3. I have seen most of my clients start ranking in the top 3 in about 6 to 9 weeks. So traditional SEO can take up to 6 months, but with Google My Business, with a profile or listing that is properly managed, you can start ranking for your industry and your area in about 6 to 9 weeks, which is kind of crazy in the business world. That's like a month and a half to, let's say, 3 months. That's not bad at all. I mean, if you're considering how long and how expensive a traditional SEO campaign is, that's a huge deal. So I want you to go ahead and claim it. If you would like to take my Google My Business Master Course, I will put the link in the show notes for that. Great opportunity for you to learn how to manage your profile yourself. And if you would like to have my team do your Google My Business profile, then you can actually go to thedeterminedmom.com/Google. We do one-time optimization services where we rewrite your description and we completely overhaul your profile in order to make sure that you have all of the I's dotted and all of the T's crossed in your listing. We also do monthly management services where we actually post for you, we respond to reviews, and we basically do everything that you need in order to get ranking for you. So that's like an all-inclusive service, and that does include the optimization. If you do that all at once, you get, the optimization and the monthly management. So if you have any interest in those things, definitely visit thedeterminedmom.google or /Google. If you have a podcast or a Facebook group or anything like that, I would be more than happy to come on and just talk about Google My Business in general and give some tips and answer questions and those kinds of things, because it's such an important thing right now, especially in the middle of this pandemic. So just reach out to me again, Amanda at thedeterminedmom.com. I hope you have a wonderful week. And next week on the podcast, we will have Dawn McGee, who is going to talk about how to create sustainable balance with your health. Have a wonderful week. This episode of The Determined Mom Show is brought to you by the Google My Business Master Course. This course features 6 modules and 18 lessons that will walk you through step by step how you can master Google My Business and get ranking in your industry for the locations you want in just 6 to 9 weeks. This course is robust and it features step-by-step instruction. You can always access it at tdmmarketingacademy.thinkific.com, or you can simply go to thedeterminedmom.com and click on Google My Business Course. As a thank you for being a loyal Determined Mom Show listener, you can save 20% by using the code PODCAST.